Aquarius, welcome to your October 2023 monthly reading here. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight in, and we're going to take a look and see what is going on with you for the month here. King of Pentacles for the overall energy. All right. Well, I will say one thing. I think work is going to be a heavy focus, Aquarius. That does make sense. The sun will be coming into Scorpio toward the end of October, and so that will be putting the emphasis on your 10th house of career. So there's definitely some career things I feel. Right now, it's like you may be experiencing a disappointment, or maybe you've experienced like a disappointing September. I think there's going to be a turnaround, though, this Nine of Cups in the future position. Right now, it's like you may be disappointed by maybe the lack of results of something. But yeah, I think there is a turnaround here, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But let me pull the rest of these cards here for you, and we'll get into it. All right. What's going on with my Aquarius is the shadow self. So there could be some shadow elements. This is you addressing the shadow when it comes to certain things here. Let's see. This last row will be also the intuitive predictions that I'm going to do. Additional intuitive predictions for the month. Very interesting. There could be something going on in regards to your relationship. Or in regards to a relationship here. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. But let's go ahead and get into this reading. I do think the main focus for you this month is going to be around your work, your career, your business, your stability, what it is that you're wanting to achieve. I do think you have a lot of ambition here. Almost to the point where it's like you're a little bit impatient when it comes to like getting the results that you want on certain things. But I do think they will come. If you've experienced a disappointing September, I think this is going to be a turnaround, like I said. You have the Five of Cups here in your current energy, and this is the disappointment that I'm talking about. You have these desires, you have these things that you want. However, I do want to note this. When you have a Five of Cups, the Five of Cups has a very strong desire, and if it's not fulfilled, or if he loses whatever it is that he had, he gets upset about it, and he sort of ponders on it a little bit too much. And he allows his emotions to influence him a little too much. And when you throw the shadow self in there with the Five of Cups, it's almost as if the person is seeking something out of like some sort of unconscious desire, some sort of unconscious thing. And so I think there's a need to pay attention to like, why are you upset? Is this your shadow side that's coming out? Like, so there's kind of like this interesting energy of like trying, like understanding like yourself here. You did pull the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles in the challenge, and then the Five of Wands as your advice. I think there's a lesson here, and I know that sounds very boring to say, right? Like a lesson, like, okay, Austin, like there's always lessons. But I think something is trying to teach you something here, and you're going through a period of growth. A lot of you, it's like you've been doing a lot of shadow work, or maybe undressing something that you've been unconscious of, that you're trying to integrate into your personality or integrate into your being. But when it comes to work and stuff, or just the things that you put a lot of energy and focus on with the Seven of Pentacles, I don't think they've been progressing like you've been wanting them to, or it hasn't been growing the way you've been wanting it to. It's not that it's not growing. I think it's just like you're just having to be persistent. Five of Wands as your advice is telling you to like, hey, keep going. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a challenge, but the challenge is what the growth is. And I think you realize that. I think you seek these challenges for yourself because it's going to give you the growth that you're looking for. Nine of Cups in the future, I think it's all going to pay off for you. This is your wish fulfilled, wish desires, and you being satisfied later in the month of October, I see. So if you've been having like a bad, last month was bad for you, I think, this month will be a turnaround in a way to where you'll be feeling more satisfied. There'll be certain wishes and desires that you'll be having fulfilled here. You have the Six of Pentacles in the outcome. So yeah, it's like this is you reaping your rewards here. And this could also be you generating more money for yourself this month as well. So just keep going, I would say. Two of Pentacles is in the position of something that you're unaware of. And the Two of Pentacles, you know, is, you know, the growth comes from the work in and of itself. You know, and it's like through the work and through the accomplishment, it will boost your optimism and it'll boost your faith and it'll boost your positivity around your ambitions, right? Around your desired ambitions. So, very, very, it's actually a pretty decent month, I would say. You have this Moon Soul card, and the moon deals with our emotions, our inner world. And I think it's, you know, I think it's important to pay attention to your emotions. As an Aquarius, it's not that you don't process your emotions. I think people get it confused. You do process your emotions. But it's like, you're not just like ignoring emotions. Like Aquarius is just don't ignore their emotions. They object from it, but not because they don't want to feel. They object from it so that they can analyze it, right? I mean, you're curious about what you feel, but you're also objective and you're analytical, and you see like you sort of dissect it in a way, right? And so I don't think it's that like Aquarius is ignore their emotions or they don't like to feel their emotions. It's just like, no, it's like they can look at it from a distance, right, without being influenced by it. You have this be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, make them a reality, and I think that's what you're trying to do. Five of Wands is like, you know, there's going to be barriers and obstacles and challenges, but if you can stay clear on what you want and continue to take action, Five of Wands, and persevere through the challenges, well, then there's always that sense of satisfaction when you do achieve things, and I think that's what it is that's going on here. In this last row, in regards to the intuitive extra predictions here, I believe it, well, it's interesting. I'm like seeing some of you like being cautious of like what you say or how you say it. Right, like how you communicate to people like this month. But the Two of Cups here, this is very interesting. You know what I'm picking up? I think well, these are all separated from each other, so let me just tell you that if you're newer watching these. The Two of Swords, I think this may be a month where you're a little bit too much on the emotional side, or like last month you were a little bit too much on the emotional side, and I almost feel like you kind of let your emotions influence you too much. But now I see you this month like having the grip and control on like knowing when to be rational, when to like, you know, be more emotional. So I see the balance. Eight of Swords here. I almost see a lot of you just like learning a lot, like diving into something to the point to where it's like there's so much information that it could be overwhelming. And so I think the universe may want to give you a heads up here. Like if you can simplify things and not overcomplicate them, right? Because a lot of you, it's almost like I'm kind of getting, there's I forgot what this is called, but I think it may be imposter syndrome. I think that's what it is. To where we feel like we have to overcompensate, right? Like, so let's just say, for instance, you're making a video. It's like you feel like you need to do it radically different and radically better than everybody else, and you need to explain it like in the most articulate, knowledgeable way. Right, but that's coming from a place of insecurity. Right, so we feel like we have to overcompensate, but really we can just keep it simple. You do you though, you know what I mean? You're an Aquarius. Aquariuses tend to see things a little bit differently from different angles. So, but I think that's what you like. You like to throw things at people in a different angle. That's Aquarius, Uranus, is pivoting, shifting, different angle? Have you seen it this way? Have you done it this way? You have a very eclectic mind. And so you kind of, that's just your natural being, I guess you can say. Like you like to offer a different perspective. But I think where you'll get in your way is like you want to offer a different perspective in such a complicated manner when you can just offer the different perspective in such a simple manner. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's just something to be aware of. Two of Cups, though, there could be an important relationship that is going on in regards, or this month in regards to October. If you're single, I feel like you could be meeting somebody here. It could be another air sign. Others of you, I think if you're already in a partnership and a relationship here, I just think you'll be enjoying each other's company more. Possibly even feeling like there's more of a romantic energy between you two. You know, sometimes relationships, it fluctuates and stuff like that. So there may be a deepening of love and connection here this month. Let's actually clarify your read now. Let's get more into this. That's it. Those are the rules. If anybody knows what movie I'm talking about. I don't know why the movie Scream is coming to me. I mean, it is like one of my favorite horror movies, but the first Scream's coming to me with Stu. Stu Train here. I'm feeling woozy. King of Pentacles clarifying the King of Pentacles for your overall energy. So then that, again, this is just double clarification. I think this is really about this month you being very much focused on like having a lot of ambition to want to achieve great things in your life when it comes to your career, when it comes to status, when it comes to, you know, just like wanting to be something, you know? Clarify this Five of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, you know, don't let your shadow self, you know, because some of you, I'm kind of picking up like the shadow side. Like we all have a shadow, right? And sometimes like our shadow can be to where I think what I'm picking up here is like the shadow side of this Queen of Wands here would be that she wants what she desires, however, she doesn't feel like she's worthy of them. And not because it's like she initially feels that, because it's like she has hit like a wall. And so the shadow's starting to come out to where it's like she asks herself, like, am I even worthy of this? Like, will I be able to even do this? Like, do people even like me? Like, blah, 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 blah. I think that's all just part of the shadow, or just, you know, I think that's all just an illusion. I think, you know, don't give up, basically. The Fool card, Seven of Pentacles as the challenge, and you have the Two of Swords, Five of Wands as your advice. I think, you know, the Fool card is wanting to liberate himself and embrace all possibilities. And I think your challenge at this time is, what I'm picking up intuitively, it's like I think you want this sort of like erratic breakthrough. Right? I think you want to like take things to the next level. However, it's like it's going to require growth. It's going to require work. It's going to require you having to become the person you want to be, right? And so your advice is become the person that you want to be. Yeah, look at that. I knew it. This is the flip. This is the pivot. This is the, you know, the turnaround. Nine of Cups, Five of Cups. Like after this Five of Cups energy, it's like you finally fulfill your desires. Right, I think you may have just had like a little setback. Clarify this Two of Pentacles in the position of something that you're unaware of. Yeah, you can only do so much, right? It's like so much is on your mind at night. You're thinking about all these ideas, but you can only do so much. And so it's just like you have to, you know, delegate your energy and your time. And so I think, you know, instead of thinking so much, you know, the idle mind is the devil's workshop, or idle hands is the devil's playground, whatever you want to call it. I think it's like getting to work, continuing to work hard. It's going to come through work. The Chariot, Six of Pentacles, and the outcome: triumph, success. I'm also seeing by the end of the month, possibly you going on a road trip or traveling here, Aquarius. I think you're getting in your UFO, and I think you're going back home. I think you've had enough of Earth. I think you've done the mission, and now you're just like, you know what, I'm ready to go. I'm just kidding. I haven't used that one in a while, huh? Two of Swords, Knight of Cups here. Yeah, I feel like there could be love, could be an air sign. But I'm also getting here as well. I think you're, I see you being more diplomatic this month. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The Three of Pentacles here. I really see here, like, don't be too critical on yourself. It's interesting. I think you're going to be coming up with like these newer concepts and like these newer like plans, business plans for some of you, strategies, projects, and just keep it simple. I think by trying to make it too complex, you're going to just burn yourself out here and ultimately get stuck in analysis paralysis. Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups here. You could be meeting a newer friend here this month as well, like making a newer friend or reconnecting with a friend here. And I see you also developing a partnership, business relationship. I think you're going to be collaborating with somebody as well. For some of you, could be collaborating with somebody or working together with another individual here. And you have a lot to say. Just keep it simple. Okay, there we go. I thought it paused. So, yeah, I think this month will be like a turnaround. Like last month, maybe it was difficult, stressful. You know, things didn't really progress the way you wanted it to. But it's like, you know, I think there's just opportunity still. So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. I appreciate y'all for watching. Also, I forgot, or did I forget? I did do a daily forecast, the astrology forecast, so that link will be down below in the comment section. Just click the link, it'll take you to the daily astrology for September 28th. If you want to book a personal reading with me, a tarot reading, you can go to my website, that's in the description. Click the link, it'll take you to the website. All the details will be there. Any specific question that you have, I'll answer. The readings are on sale as well. And yeah, you can just book it there on my website. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification button bell. I know it's just a lot of shit I just told you to do, but hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? So, all right, that's what I got for you, Aquarius, and I will see you all later.